Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Michelle or Shelmish and I make art videos. Basically, if you've seen my other content, you know that I was finishing up my final year in college. I was kind of going with the motions, didn't really know at one point if I was even going to be going back to the actual physical campus of like the University of Georgia, but we made it through in one piece, thank God. And I'm really excited to kind of start over, like turn a new leaf, start a new chapter, all the cliche things. I'm just excited about it. So you guys saw me, I was using my dorm room as a studio most of the time. So my little dorm room turned into my little studio space for the past year, and that worked effectively for me. But I am no longer in the dorms. Since I've graduated, I am back at home, and I was really searching for just like a little hub, a little space that I could call my own studio to be. I just wanted something to really get me more driven and excited about making art, and I was like, I need like my own like designated space again. So I started looking online at different like shared spaces, studio, office spaces, those kind of things where you kind of like, I don't know how they all work, but the general gist of it is that you pay a monthly fee and you kind of like work in a shared studio space with other people. But one day, y'all, I just looked across the pond. I saw my brother's room. He no longer lives here. I saw his room and I was like, that is literally like such potential studio space. Did I say that right? That it had potential for a studio space. Y'all know what I meant. But basically, I kind of like dropped this in conversations here and there because I was like, that'd be really cool. Mind you, there's like extremely heavy furniture and like all this other stuff in his room because it was literally still being used as a bedroom up until like a month ago when we had visitors. So it was very much just like, haha, yeah, that could be a studio space / office, lol, haha, one of these days kind of things in my mind. But I really just like asked my brother about it. Bless his heart, he's an angel, and he was like totally cool with this becoming a studio space for me because he knows how important my art is to me. Shout out to the older bro. But basically, me and the fam started moving stuff out and we were able to turn this into a studio space. And I also just see the value in having a designated space as well now that I've made it to this point. So I just thought I would share it with you all. I'm so excited. If you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be making and pushing out great stuff now that I have a lot of time to make the kind of content I want to make. I have really cool stuff for you, digital art stuff, animation stuff. So hit the subscribe button to see more, and let's go ahead and start talking about this little makeover situation. Let's go. So I've actually wanted to like paint like a mural for an incredibly long time, and it's one of those things I would always like save on Pinterest boards, save inspiration for. I would see other YouTubers like painting murals or doing the kind of like window art that looks really cool and like collage with like organic shapes and stuff, and I was like, that is something that I want to do one day. But here I am. I was able to paint the walls in here, so I'm really excited to show you guys how I got to that point. So I had already had some things pinned in terms of the kind of colors I was going for until the actual day came when I was like, okay, like we need to go to the Home Depot. And I was like, I should probably lay out some sort of a design. So I just pulled out Procreate and went ahead and did like a quick like draft of what I wanted this little wall to look like. Insert little like video thingy here. But basically, I just quickly drafted it, and from there I was like, this is the vibe I want. These are the colors I like. I like a bunch of different colors and organic shapes, like I said before, because it just kind of, for me at least, it like screams fun and like creativity and gets like the creative mind flowing for me. So I was like, I think that'd be like a fun like accent wall for this room. And I didn't want anything too crazy, so I think the colors really complement each other. I had gone with this in mind, and the options are like crazy, it's amazing. but it's also kind of like, oh my goodness, there's so many options, I don't even know like what to do. And I like art and I like painting and mixing stuff, but it was just a lot of colors. And so I'm looking at a ton of colors in all types of shades and tints, and I was just kind of like, and then I was like, wait, I know a whole interior design major. So I texted Deanna, of course, and I was like kind of going back and forth with the shades, sent some pictures back and forth, and we eventually like landed on like some shades that are like, these are the ones we're gonna do, these ones are gonna look the best in the room and with the, just like look cohesive all together. So shout out to Deanna for helping me out when I was in a struggle. But yeah, so I ended up getting the cutest little $5, I think it was $4.80 something actually, so like $5. These little like sample paint sizes. I would, like, a little part of me was worried that it wasn't gonna be enough paint, but it was plenty of paint actually, each one of the samples. So I picked up the samples in each of the different colors. I think there's 6 of the different colors that I got. So I picked up a sample in each one of them, and I also got some cheap brushes because I didn't really want to mess up too many of my like painting brushes, even though I ended up using one of them for details. Next thing that we really needed to do was to get all the stuff out of the room. So that looked like taking bed frames apart, taking mattresses and all types of stuff away from this room. It took a little bit of work and man and lady power, but we were able to move all the stuff out of this room, and so I had like a lovely like clean slate to work from. So I went ahead and we like laid down like a tarp that my mom had from other previous painting projects, and I kind of just like went in freehand on the wall. First I laid out some blue tape, that's just like painter's tape, around like the edges that I wanted to keep crisp or like white. So that was done around like the windows and things like that. And then I eventually just kind of like went in with these like little brushes that I got and went ham. I tried my best to like stick to the design, but of course, as much as I'm trying to channel like my inner Mr. Kate, I'm not Mr. Kate, and so I didn't really like have the measurements down to a T when I was designing everything. So there were some things that were a little bit off, so I just kind of like flowed with the motions and kept it going. And it was just really fun seeing all the colors come together. Sometimes I would have to step back and be like, okay, well this side needs some more color and this side needs some more of that color or whatever, what have you. But it ended up working out, in my opinion at least. It still needs some cleanup here and there. I know it's not perfect, but something about the imperfection just like helps this room come together even further. So I like it. It turned out fun. I absolutely love yellow, and I love just like fun, like that sage green is really in right now. So I just wanted to bring in some of those like fun colors, and yeah, I like how it turned out. What do you guys think? An IKEA trip was a must for this. I was trying to like look at things online and kind of like order things from just like the way they looked online, and I was like, this is not working out. So plan an IKEA trip. It literally always takes up like a whole day because IKEA is massive, but it's always such a fun experience. We discovered IKEA like sometime last year, I think. That is an adventure. Like that is like a whole like attraction. Like take whatever family that comes to visit to IKEA because it's so fun. Like I don't know if anyone else feels like that, but I have fun when I go to IKEA, and my family definitely has fun when we go. So it's honestly like a whole like Six Flags kind of a day thing. But yeah, I found multiple things IKEA. I was looking at the desk really, I was looking at any light fixtures, I was looking at any like type of like wall accessory type things that they might have. So that's kind of what I was like keeping my eye on as I was shopping and like going through. I like IKEA setup because if you've never been, like you walk through and they have kind of like the grounds laid out like if you're looking at kitchen stuff, it's gonna be laid out like a literal kitchen. If you're looking at a office stuff, it's gonna be like what you're walking through is laid out like actual multiple different styles of offices and stuff. It's very fun, and also I feel like their prices aren't too expensive, so that is always lovely as well. It's very fun, and as you go you can just like take pictures of the different products that you like, and at the end when you get to the warehouse you can go and pick them up. So that's kind of what I was doing, and it was just a fun walkthrough, a fun little day for sure. Shout out to my mom for spotting like a fun like mustard yellow rug. It's one that I ended up keeping and ended up purchasing and putting in the room. So I really like it because it just like brings those like fun colors together. You can see like I have a little like mustard pillow that I got at Walmart. It was in my dorm. A lot of things from my dorm got recycled and put in here, which I absolutely love because I loved the way my dorm was set up. It was very much like blank canvas and like color splashed onto it, kind of a vibe. So like a lot of like white things, like a white desk or like a white like blank wall with like colors like thrown in there, hinted in there, so it all that stuff like perfectly like translated over it. So yeah, it was a super successful IKEA trip. Now, like I said, we've been to IKEA once before, so I've never really like gotten anything like heavy duty from IKEA before, and I gotten that chair right there from here, like the desk and stuff, and I'd always heard like jokes in the past of people being like, you're getting stuff from IKEA, like you're gonna be like building, like Bob the Builder building. And I was truly Michelle the Builder when I was putting this stuff together. I'm pretty good at following instructions, I think, at least, but some of this stuff I was like, I have no clue, because there's not really any words. It's just like pictures, which is, you know, art is a universal language, but I was still very much like, what's going on? So especially some of the littler things, it was just kind of like, how am I supposed to put this together? Like, what? It's not, yeah. I was a little bit confused, but it was definitely a learning experience for sure. Still would shop at IKEA, still would put together their stuff because I think it's worth it, but it was like, it was a challenging moment and a learning and growth experience. So, but the stuff looks great and it's fine. We learned some things about building, about screws and like cranking stuff. We learned. Putting this room together was so fun. I love it, and the aesthetic really matches exactly what I was going for. I think there's still more work to be done in this room, but for right now it is exactly what I was looking for. So yeah. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments for me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see more content from yours truly, because more is coming. And yeah, follow me on whatever social media platform you prefer. I'm going to be posting content and fun stuff there as well. But for right now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was so fun. If anyone else wants me to come paint a mural in their home, just holler, because that was a lot of fun too. But I will catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, bye!